Yep. What going on? It's your boy, Ja, Same Difference Podcast, and the People's Champ.
Good night. It's Misty.
I feel like you're doing that to play with me, the man. Like you by now, you know your cues, Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, it's Ja and Nisi. The People's Champ showed up, and we in the building. Very excited for this next guest. This next guest, he's making a hell of a splash in the U.S. Virgin Islands and beyond. He does his thing in the comedy arena. He don't like to be called it, but I don't call him a big dog a lot just because he don't like it. He's a big dog in this, at least in the social media space. You hear it? Hit there with the big dog, the big one.
I don't have the box.
Ooh, ooh. We got Booka Comedy backstage, and he can't wait to talk to y'all. We gonna bring him after these messages. We gotta roll that beautiful bean footage. Is the man, the myth, the legend. Congratulations on 30,000 followers, sir. Organic followers. You ain't paid for none of them?
No. Me pay for none. Me pay for none, dog. But hey, where the balloons is? I thought I was going to do balloons. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. Hey, I feel big to be over here with the big dogs, the real big dogs.
We ain't even adopted yet, man. We ain't even
yourself?
adopted out the house.
Exactly.
Wow.
Shelter pets. Pound puppies and things.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and introduce yourself for the few that may not know who you are, please?
Hey, my name is Alvin Adolphus Burroughs Jr. Hey, I represent St. Thomas. We here. I had to talk to the big dogs tonight, man. Like, this is the first time I've been on this side of the campaign in a long time. So, hey, when you room, do what the Romans do. I really don't know what to expect.
Hey, we glad to have you here and be interviewing you because you have a platform that is, like you said, at least 30,000 plus strong, and you're doing big things in the community. You have a motto. The motto: motivate, inspire, educate. Is that right?
Yeah. Motivate,
Can
inspire,
you tell
educate.
us? Can you tell us where you got that from, and how are you trying to do that with your platform?
Oh, well, that actually started like a couple years ago where actually my supervisor had gave me the idea because he felt like the youths them didn't have a voice. So he keep like every time I go to work, he would tell me like, hey, you need to talk to the youth, you need to reach out to the youths. And then I was like, to do what? So then I didn't really know what to do. And then when I was on lunch, one of my friends were talking about like marriage and stuff like that. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, if I invite you on Facebook, like, would you talk about that? And then she was like, yeah. And then afterwards, that's where we just plan it and say, like, me and my girl, how we could structure it, and we come up with that: motivate, inspire, educate. So it was supposed to be like a normal conversation, like everybody could hear about it and or be inspired while we having the thing online. So it was just a concept, and it evolved into like 5 seasons.
5 seasons. So how many years has that been going?
We started basically which year it was when the governor was running for re-election. So it was something I started that same year, whichever year that was. That was like what, 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, that's when it started, and it was, basically just like real people were supposed to come on and just tell us how they became. You know what I mean? So then that's where the thing started. So 2 years ago.
For those that don't know what we're talking about correct me if I'm wrong, Booka Comedy branched into the conversation where, like you said, you have these real conversations with real people about what they're doing and what they got going on, correct?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Where did you get your start in comedy? What make you think you funny?
Mm. It actually, one of my friends of Marcellus, like, I don't know if you was on the page like 2016 when that thing I went viral, but basically I used to sell t-shirts, right? So I was selling t-shirts in hopes of making a lot of money. So my friend gave me the idea, like, hey, you funny, why you don't use comedy to sell the merch? But then I started doing the comedy, but the merch wasn't moving, you know? So, and then people started telling me, like, hey, I've been watching your videos and I was depressed and stuff like that. So I started out just to advertise, but then it evolved into something else. So, and we here now, man. Like, I started selling t-shirts and hope that the comedy thing could have sell it, but evolve into something else.
That's understandable. That happens. Nisi, you got a question for a guest?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So you said you initially was selling t-shirt. Was it t-shirts? Like, is that something you wanted to do, like being that industry? And was it, if so, yes? Was it hard to kind of like let that go and pursue the comedy more, to focus in that direction?
Oh well, how I started selling t-shirts, right? You know, like when Urban Church used to sell them shirts with the VI sign. Like when I was in
Mm-hmm.
college, right? I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, well, not feel like it was too expensive. Like I couldn't afford a shirt. So then one of my other friends, he started like this hand painting. I don't know if you see the shirt I had wearing a video with a big board. That was his shirt. He was at Johnson and Wales, right? So they used to paint, like
Mm-hmm.
hand paint, like different stuff and to represent your island you're from. So I was at Mississippi State and they were having a big football game. So I asked him to send a t-shirt and then do the one I sent to me and I work on ESPN. And then after that, I tell him like, yo, dude, I think I'm gonna start doing like screen print. Because like they shot him for 30 something dollars, right? And I was like, if you do the math, if somebody have like 4 kids and you gotta go in there and buy so much them type of shirts, that's a lot of money for somebody living in Virgin Islands. So I wanted to make up a affordable, like little local clothing line. So when people like in college and stuff like that, they could have had something that said from the Virgin Islands, but it wasn't like that expensive. So that's how the whole selling t-shirt thing had really started.
You've been doing the comedy thing for a little while now, right?
Mm.
When did you like, okay, when did you decide I'm gonna keep doing this thing? Like people like it, I enjoy it, I want to keep going.
Um, it was kind of hard at first because that, when I was doing the videos at first, like I say, like they wasn't getting no views. Like it wasn't really like 5 people were watching. It took like 2 years. So I started in 2016, but the first video didn't went viral or whatever you want to call that, like get real exposure until 2018. So it was just a hobby. I was just doing it because I had like it. And then as the more as I do it, then the people came to me and they was like, you should look into hosting, you should look into this, you should look into that. So it was people had come to me and tell me like, Book, I think this I could be something. I didn't see the value in it at first. It was just a hobby. And then people were using it for like comfort and stuff like that. But I had never seen like I was going to be doing it this much. So all of this is a shock to
It
me still doing this.
it's a shock that you're continuing to do it. Like you didn't plan on doing it long term. It was just like whatever.
Yeah, because at first it didn't have no money in it. Like, you're being ridiculed. Like I said, I was trying to sell a march. The march wasn't moving.
Yeah.
I mean, people were using it
Mm-hmm.
for emotional support, but at the end of the day, you putting out a product and it wasn't paying the bills. And it wasn't really doing nothing
Mm-hmm.
for me in form of monetary like support. So as the crowd start to get louder, like, yo, I don't know if you could use those type of terms over there, but they attack you and tell you like your sexuality and stuff like that because of some of the vids. I was like,
Yeah.
why you doing yourself up? Like this ain't gonna be no check, no cheddar, no type of money. So why you doing this for? And then I just keep going because like the messages in the inbox and then my friends group and stuff like that, they was like, Booka, this here could be something. So then I sit down with my girl and we structure it. You know what I mean? But it didn't really get structured until this year.
What did that restructuring look like? What did it encompass?
Like the real paperwork, like business and stuff like that,
Mm,
and that stuff. It was just a hobby, and it just like I would go in here, there. You get money for little gigs and stuff like that, but it wasn't really nothing. It could be like I had a business. But until
right.
this year, I met two young ladies from St. Croix, and that just happened to be their field, and the energy just clicked, and the man just helped me structure it. So that's why I here now. So that's why I move in a different way now.
That's what's up. So what did you require? Like, did you have to get like a mindset shift also? Because at first you went from this is a hobby, I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this thing, to all right, this is business. So did you require like a change of mindset?
Now I think the business thing had happened like it had done already change over to like the business mindset, but I just didn't have the documentation because like what I realized in life that when you're trying to structure anything, if you don't have information, it could take years. So like say the
True.
last 5 years I've been going to people and be like, yo, how you to do this? Like anybody like man, Booka, that gonna take this a long time. How you to get on website? I mean so much man, that's a lot of money. So then 1 year turn into
Facts.
2 years, 2 years turn into 3 years, and then all of that this year just fall into place. The whole business thing we've
That's
been
what's up.
asking people for years, you do it in like a day. You know what I mean? Because they know about that type of stuff. So it was just easy. So once you don't have information and people that really want to help you, it could take a long time.
Hmm.
Mm.
So is Boca like your nickname, or that's just like your name for like your business, your
Yeah,
platform?
that was like something I had started in college. I used to listen to a lot of Jamaican music like when I was in college, and they used to be saying Boca Boca a lot in it. So then when I had launched the clothing line, the man version was supposed to be Boca, right? But the girls was Rizzo. So the whole thing was Boca Rizzo at the start. So that's what the clothing line was, and that's what people used to call me. But then the girls them decide to shorten it and start to say stuff like Box and Boca and stuff like that. So then I just dropped the Rizzo. And then and then we just hear with the Boca now. So it wasn't like no nickname, it's just something I used to hear in music. And then I just went with it. And then I tried to change it at one point, but people was like, that is Boca. I was like, do you know that
Yeah.
has no kind of meaning? I just have big that up. And they was like, well, that's
Well,
what
I
you
mean,
is.
you
You is
you are a
Boca.
booker.
Yeah, the man will take
Facts.
it something like deep and think, nah, I just need to hear to music and I run with it. Yeah.
I didn't imagine that would have been the response.
Yeah,
Like
that's what it was.
I just used
There's
to hear it
nothing,
and I
there's
use it.
nothing deep. There's no nickname from young. It's just something I used to hear. I was like, okay, this will be good and close. And then boom. Yeah, no.
Nisi, can you give us
Mm.
a VI girl booker one time?
What? Boca
No. It'll be
like
like,
that?
what? You're not kind of like think, Booka. Then I used to be like, yeah, what's going on? Yes.
Oh, you want like the Boca?
Yeah.
It's
That's
Boca.
another thing. That's another thing.
Yeah, I'm saying. And then I was like, wow, I don't think I got a link to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Now let me
So
just go ahead,
You
that's what
let
I
me
do.
know,
Boca.
you know.
It'll be like Boca.
Yeah. But
You in
no, now you're
trouble.
doing it. I love it to get to like it's a classy Booka.
Right. You
Yeah.
got it's a variation. You could have like the hey Boca or
Oh,
hey Boca.
what up in like Taiwan? Yeah, Booka. And then they have a different way. They have a different way they to say when I win Mark Kelly too. The one when I win Mark Kelly will sound completely different. That'll sound like the church version. It'll
Mm-hmm.
just be like, what kind of
Mark Kelly.
yeah, Mark Kelly, Mark Kelly. Yeah, she Hispanic, so her name kind of weird.
You had asked me a question, right? You had asked me a question when I was on your show, the conversation, and I wanna put that question back to you because it had thrown me off. I wasn't expecting it, but it was
Mm,
a good question. You had asked me, so you hit 30,000 people seeing you at award shows, you getting awards and stuff like that. That you really, I don't know what your bank account is like.
mm,
I have learned as a
yeah,
content creator, being popular gets just as much pussy as being rich. You get
mm.
just as much attention. What do you do in that instance, sir? When you start getting Booker and they calling you in a certain way, you know what I'm saying? They say your name and how do you deal with that?
I don't post my Kelly picture a lot. I don't just kidding. No, but it's like but for real though, once you get any kind of like popular fame, money or whatever, I mean that'll come with it. You gotta have self control because like in the early stages, my Kelly used to be the voice behind the camera, right? So I never used to post her, like none of my family and stuff like that. And man, people used to come in my inbox and tell me like, yo, I see us together. Like stuff like that. Like that man had never known me. And other stuff too, but it's just like you'll be surprised. Like once you get a little bit kind of name or day, you gotta have self control. You definitely on the inbox, and when people inbox you, you gotta be careful with that type of stuff. But I was older at that point, you know, and I was raised well. So I used to see the traps them, and that's why you never hear my name mixed up in no type of. Because trust me, that it'll be a lot of pressure. Be a lot of
That's
pressure.
what's up.
Yeah.
Kudos to you for
Them
staying
girl had a
strong.
premonition. Them girl had a premonition, and they see them in your arm,
Mm-hmm.
barking with you and your money when you become big. They just tap into the Isle of Genie and they.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't gotta have some control for real, man. Because even when I out, sometimes I don't ask girls like, you don't hold the camera on me, yes? Because like everybody want to be in when they see you. No, but to get here, you think you don't make all them videos, change your voice, and do all them things. Ain't every time I tell you I want to do the videos. You check what I mean? But is like she I believe in what we believe in, because she ain't a
Mhm.
comedian. So she just I believe in what we're trying to do.
Now, what was coming
Exactly.
up?
They don't
Uh,
see.
oh, sorry. I think I delayed. I might be delayed.
Yes.
Trying to gain the following and build your platform and whatnot, right? What do you think was the hardest part of it?
The hardest part was like going outside the Caribbean region. So when I had started initially and I see the growth of the platform, I was like, yo, I don't just say I want to be a St. Thomas thing, a St. John thing, a Tola thing. I wanted it to like expand beyond that and other Caribbean islands. So then that's what I used to just sit sometimes and try to figure out how to get a platform to cross over. I used to call it crossover because I used to be, I want people in the States, I want people in other Caribbean islands. So then that's when I realized I started to look at my audience and see like which part they were checking from. So if I see somebody from Antigua like the page, for the whole week I will just post a bunch of stuff about Antigua. And then when one person share it over there, one person come back, and then the next person come back. So then before you know it, you got like 50 people from Antigua. You check what I mean? So then you just start to post up. I will go on their pages, see what popping down there, start a conversation about it. So then and then they share it. Then somebody coming from another Caribbean island, somebody coming from in the States because they share their family members in like Atlanta, New York, wherever. And then the page start to expand. And then that's when I start to be like, I'm gonna push the needle and wear the wigs and stuff like that because I didn't have the resources. So I had to use what I had to get what I wanted to get. So that's when I started to be like, people from back home don't really do this here. But where I trying to go, I don't have the studio yet. Like if I get a female comedian, I wouldn't wear the wigs. I wouldn't do those type of things. But I can't let that stop me from getting where I want to get. So that's why I do them things.
Have you gotten any
Speaking of these
backlash from wearing the
wigs,
wigs? Oh shit! Go ahead.
I don't say. Speaking of these wigs,
Mm-hmm.
you need a little oil sheen brand. You need a sponsorship
Hey,
from like
hey.
a little
I don't
a
be
little holding
watching
gel,
some.
a little. Why you? I could send you a little care package. Just say,
Hey,
this.
hey, somebody need to send it because I used to think like somebody who to do hair gonna send me their wig to advertise, but nobody ever did. Those wigs is
Right.
when my Kelly used to wear stuff, right? She used to wear a little thing. So then she had them from back in the day. So when she pull them on like babe, I have these there. I've been using that thing from 2016. It's the same wigs now because I ain't going to buy them thing. I just change it, twist it,
Right.
do all kind of thing with it. But yeah, I use what I have, man. I really don't
Hey,
go. Right?
this one is a Tyler Perry or the Virgin Islands.
Man, but when you want to
I
become
was just
something,
gonna say.
Use what you got.
Yeah, when you want to become what you never see in your family or stuff like that, you don't gotta use what you have, man. You gotta do what other people ain't
Facts.
doing. You gotta think outside the box. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse Clark
And you
says,
definitely
shake them off
use
and
them
film.
wigs.
Yeah, yeah, and
Right.
because and that's what I want to tell people. Like you got to dream. I just don't want to be known locally. You know what I mean? I don't know about you. Like I was talking about watching packets earlier, but from saying I was growing up, dog, I was in a store calculating like I think my mother gonna spend like $200 today. You don't think I had like candy and them type of thing, but I used to be like, nah, me one of them thing and stuff like that. So I always had to make sacrifice and stuff. And then, but when I make kids, I want to, if I want to withhold that, it's because I want to teach them some kind of responsibility or something, not because I don't have it. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do, man. I want to be able to shop with enough. Meaning, try and give a number, but when I go to
Mm,
the store, I don't have to be like, man, that's like, I don't still do it. No, when I shopping, I don't be calculating before I reach to it. Because I used to see my mother do that. You know what I mean? That's why
yeah.
I'll be shopping.
You see, when you grow up in shortage consciousness and you see it, and that's what you've been trained in, you kind of
Yeah.
can't help but to do that. So I believe, in my personal opinion, I believe that most people really don't care to be rich. They just want to be comfortable. They just want
Yeah.
to be able to, when they want something and to do something, they don't have to wait
Mhm.
till payday. Like, I got
Yeah.
it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
That's it.
being rich and wealthy sounds good, but I think we all just want to be comfortable.
Yeah. Because if I get money right now, dog, I could be helping people. Like when I go home and I see them kids
Mm,
selling beans, but I mean, what I think, I'll be like, nobody have no type of money to pull up and pay them like $500 or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't have
mhm.
it, but I know people in the Virgin who don't have, and them man will
Yeah,
stop and give them man $1. Not me. When I get money, I will give them man $500 and tell them man like get up for the street because I can't even save. You know what I mean? So that
yeah,
I will
yeah.
never be no rich person who will have a bunch of, because when I get money, I gonna help other people, man. That's what I gonna do. And I ain't
That's
just
what's
saying
up.
that, no. That's just how I wired, and that's just how I always been.
Nisi, you got a question? 'Cause I don't want to cut you off. My delay bad.
No, you're actually coming in pretty good now for the last
Mhm.
Okay.
minute or two, so you've been doing
All
good.
right.
I
You
want
know
to
my
say,
internet
and I
sketchy.
want you to talk up. I want to say, or ask. I know you talk about your partner and the support that's being there, and I don't think people really understand
Mhm.
the toll that it takes when you're trying to build a brand and create something. How the things that can happen, and not anything specifically, but I want you to talk on like some people just see like the nice clips at the end or the 10-second video that you post, but the
Yeah.
concept that has to go into making it. What can you tell us about like that behind the scenes? Because we all see like them TikTok 10 seconds, but we don't know how much time you have to make those clips before you get to that perfect 10 seconds. So
Yeah.
your process of behind the scenes to make your content.
Oh, and that's a good question. You're a good co-host, but in terms of like, see all of that type of stuff, you ask a good question. In terms of that type of stuff, right? When I was starting up, I used to look at other people's stuff and I realized they used to do a lot of editing. And then I know my girl, like, she sometimes she didn't really want to do the voices and stuff like that. So if you really look at my videos from now to then, so now I don't really do editing. What I really give people is the storyline. Because I sit down and I say like, I don't have the resources to edit. So what I gonna do, right, is make the story so vivid that when you listening to my voice, it forming a joke in your head. So the same editing what you don't see on other people platforms, like I gonna do the story so vivid that you gonna get like, oh yeah, I see Booka doing, you put in all kind of real life stuff, what ain't in there. Because I make the story realistic. So I never had really do a lot of editing. All we do, we could just walk in the house, hold the phone and bam, shoot it. I stop it, I look at it, my Kelly laugh, I post it. Other people, they have to do all kind of editing and stuff like that. But I was like, no, when I reach to where it's supposed to go, that's when I'm gonna include all of that when it really makes sense. Because if I do all of that editing, take 45 minutes, or I put it up, you just laugh at it for 2 minutes, and then you gone. You check with me? So I had to come up with a way to how to make the story vivid and I could get what I'm trying to portray. But it'll take a lot, man, because sometimes you gotta find a right partner while believe in what you believe in. But it'll take a lot, especially when you ain't getting money out of it. And the person say it had nights like when I had gained a car accident when I almost died. Like it had nights when people were supposed to come on and do certain stuff, and I was still making videos. But my kid had to help me from the bed to the thing. So that when you see me on the camera, I okay like hey, I had someone. If you go back in the old one, you're gonna see like when I had the injury on my head and stuff like that. And people were cracking jokes and the thing, and I still doing the whole sort of thing. But man, after I do that, my kid got helped me to get back to the bed and stuff like that. And then I had another time I had a surgery. So it's like my kid used to have to like we used to so my dad had to do something in my mouth, so my mouth was filling up with blood. So I used to like my kid used to sleep some and then I let she go when she wake up, I kind of sleep and then when she feel like the blood like falling up, then she wake me up and you know stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff like they don't see like when people will be like, man, Booka try and do this or do that. I just try and gain enough. Like I tell her, you is a lot of stuff. We had times I do videos and I only had like $8. We had just come from making an $8 shopping. Yeah, and you wouldn't believe like you know so. And I wasn't making no money, but then when I read people inbox messages, they had a lady one time. She had told me like her son had died in St. Croix, and she watched my videos for like a whole week. And then that same week, what she was talking about, that's when I had just introduced the Bookacomedy thing. So people, why like making videos and I just doing it, and then the man saying, "Oh, Booka, you gay?" and them type of thing. I thinking about stop making a video because I was like, man, me doing this, what kind of joke here this is? And then at the end of the week, the woman inbox me and tell me, them videos is what get her to the thing, and your man don't ever stop what you doing. So then those type of stuff, it just gave me a different mindset. Like I was like, this ain't giving me no money right now, but it's something the community needs. So it's a lot of stuff, man. When I really tell my story, it's gonna be a lot of stuff.
So that's
But
a
people
great
didn't
story
expect.
right there that you told.
Yeah, people don't know like wow, like how you say when you see the camera and stuff like that, but it's just like you don't know when your blessing will come. So you if you feel like you're getting discouraged, no, say I don't go like one night, and then that's when somebody come on and be like, yo, man, hey, I see y'all take one night, and that's why I just stay consistent. I don't just do my part. Because I don't know when God gonna show up or send somebody. And even with meeting you, like I always had is like I had when I was going to approach you to be on the show. And then that turned into like all of us in Orlando in our apartment. And then it
Yeah,
had so much
yeah,
times I
yeah.
used to be like, that girl from College Hill, Vanessa, I want to meet you one day. I walk in the apartment and then she right there. You check what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
just from one connection on the bike building, look how much that it is and look how we don't live now. So you never know what could connect to what. So you just can't show up every time.
That's dope, man. I love
Yeah.
your story. And
Yeah.
like he says, there was no real like it feel like it was divine intervention. We were supposed to link up and stuff.
Mhm.
And ever since we've been cool.
Yeah,
And this is at the Raspat cooking.
yeah. Ever since that, everybody from that apartment just been cool, sharing each other's stuff. Yeah, man. It
Yeah.
was great, man. Yeah, once it real, it'll just come together.
And it wasn't no
Yeah,
like,
you always
oh, this is
say,
business and nothing. I beg your pardon?
I was gonna say
Well,
when you had up your VI sign just now, I you see Booka had he hand up the he's a celebrity. You gotta follow the trend and get your stuff together. You pop your VI, you get your hand
Hold up,
there.
hold
But
up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
yeah, you got pop that,
It
I
I
was
don't
think
need
a
you
it
to
about
was an
flex
time,
much.
awkward position. It
people
was
trying
an
to flex his
awkward
muscles.
position.
People trying to flex his muscles, tell him just to see like,
It
yeah,
was an
man, my man
awkward
walk out.
position. You see
And
the
when I look
awkward
at the picture,
position.
like, I
We
was
get a
like,
VI
wait,
sign behind me.
you were flexing your muscle hard. I was like, wait, this man here really flexing his son. Yeah, you know what you were doing that day, my son. I was like,
What is what talking about? Yo, he literally had my hand here. What else I gonna
my
do? The
boy,
VI
I
sign
don't
was
even,
behind
I
us
didn't
too.
even look like you. I went to lotion your hand before we take the picture because the hand was glistening, you pose it, and I just been looking like, what is going on?
It's coconut oil and melanin.
Yeah, but it
Coconut
come out
oil
good
and
though.
melanin.
It come out good.
The man said my skin will glisten. Hey, coconut oil, it does wonders. You see, that's all this.
Do you think, good boy?
Hey, it be your own, It be your own.
It
But
does.
where did you mentioned Bokanisha doing the videos and then people, in the Caribbean, I won't say small minded. I will say we're averse to change. I'll say that. We're averse to change. So I'm sure there was some backlash and people talking about it when you came up with the idea for Bokanisha, but where did the idea come from?
The Bokanisha is Virgin Islands girls, Tolan, BVI girls. It's like, we go up basically. So, but none of them experience and stuff. I don't have no kids, I don't have no baby mama drama. It's just like being on the block. And people come in and then you're seeing stuff unfolding to us. So that's where they do the voice change and stuff like that. Because when VI girl get in a kind of like, aggressive mode, their voice to change. And I don't know why let me just sound ghetto. It don't matter if the man is government or thing. They don't just have this. They don't say stuff twice. They don't be like, for real? For real? They don't just start to act to like, you know what I mean? I don't know why, but that's what it is. That's what the whole Bokanisha thing is. It's just
Boka.
yeah. Like right now something to happen, like they'll say something like, you telling me this ain't happening? Tell me this ain't happening. Like I'm like, what? It's just hold it up. I could do videos on them for years and years to come because that's why I attracted to girls. So I wasn't much of a man. I'm telling you, man, that's what a man will do. Like and all of that
Real
drama
talk.
stuff. Yeah, man will do that.
George, another friend of the show, says real talk, man.
Yeah,
Otis Swaby said you could cook with coconut oil too. Yeah, you can. You can. It tastes good.
Oh, me no chef.
Yeah.
I would ask my girl about that.
You see, I don't know if I could say this next one. George said VI woman crazy bad, but we love them.
Yeah, most definitely. But that's what the Bokanisha thing is. That's what the man is. The man will call you and ask you stuff like, tell me something. Like, what? You tell you what, bro. That I could do Bokanisha stuff for like the whole week and not run out of ideas. But it's just because like sometimes it'll be like, man, this is too much Bokanisha stuff. But trust me, I ain't run out of ideas. It's just I don't balance it up.
Well, VI woman, we love you. We love all three sides.
We
this ain't no
everything, but it's true. Even if it ain't a situation when I do back up, that's why I don't act.
back up. What do you mean by back up?
The fucking thing I say, man, come on. Rapping, are you heard?
You ever see Boka?
I just
When he get a bun in his hair, he'll be there.
But it's true, like, you go. You know what? I don't see VI girls go. Like, since we hair, let's adjust this. Them man will go to do their hair, right? The hair will be bouncy in the hair, just a place, right? And then them man will wrap the heck before the man walk out. And I'll be like, what? That's like me going to cut my hair and put on a hat.
You never did that?
I don't care what you say. You spend so much of money and then you just like wrapping that thing, man. That don't make no sense to me, man. But, hey, we love our you. Me see we love our you, but hey, somebody had to say.
You don't want any see from the bricks come out.
There's a reason for the rapping. There's a reason.
Explain.
Yeah, we have for it.
Please explain.
Well, what the reason is for the rapping?
So normally when you take your hair out, it's usually either from the curlers and you usually have those like lines in it. So when you wrap your hair and then you unwrap it, it falls like nicely straight. But sometimes, like for me, sometimes if I'm not going out right away, because hairdressers by time slots. If I got early morning appointment, I ain't going out till like later in the afternoon. I would wrap it until it's time to go, and I would take it out so that way I preserve the curls in my hair until it's time to take them down.
All I hear is I to be confused. That's all I hear is like, I'm not confused. You don't know, like you went to do your hair to mess up your hair to make your hair look fresh again. What is that? That is. But no,
when I cut your hair upon, I do right. But I cut your hair upon, I have to preserve the waves.
But
don't you?
Them dudes want to do that in the night. But why would you go to the barber shop and then get the tampon and a do-rag. Like, what?
But the do-rag really does like tie it down and get your waves nice and crispy. I don't know about the curls, but
Someone wrap
you
it
know.
over here. It preserves our curls.
And then you know what? Some of them girls don't even know to wrap it good down. When it drop, it'll never look good again. Like it'll be box, you know.
That's a different story. That's a different
Oh,
story.
dude, don't talk about no they doing the lace. Everybody in the village with them stupid fun that'll be having.
Oh man, they took you tea. Yeah.
Anything we ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you, Nisi. We ain't talking about you. We talking about something.
I got it. Solid. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Nisi ain't a fan girl though. She'd be going, you know. Cause when we were out there for Party Festival and Pumpa was performing, my girl was over sweating. Yo.
What you say? I got book your page, man. You might get shot out in day tomorrow, man. I got start your page a little bit, man. Like, yeah, man. I gotta see what. Oh, yeah. I don't check out that page after this.
Sweat down. Energy got sweat down. That's it.
It's true. It's true. She was slick. She was
slick
that night there.
One time, like even my girl, when she went up here to the to do her hair, she had to buy the wrap. But it wasn't for $25 though. But they don't sell the wrap.
How much was it?
I don't know. I think it was a little 10 or
was that
7.
Expensive.
It was Spanish place, so you know they'll always have the good, but they're good. But now she going natural.
Otis asks, you ever think about Booka in the streets live?
Yeah, I think about it, but I don't be home like that for like events. How I don't see it now, like if I making a money, me come home. So that's why you don't see me for Carnival, because I try to get bookings, but I don't want to walk up the bar no more. I'm 36. So if it don't make sense and I don't want to see my mother, I don't come home. So yeah, I don't just come home. Cause my mother come stay. So then if I there, it gotta be something, because rent is high in the States. That rent high in the States.
You gotta pay them. Yeah.
Yeah, me gonna be over there and then I come back over here and then I put me in consortium. Nah, my boy, nah. So okay.
For fraud.
Yeah, I try to get bookings. I don't reach out and stuff like
they
that.
Don't
but
book you?
I have the structure. I don't think the man will never see me, because my boy is like the people who do my thing, them have a Senkoi and they have a standard. They play with it. So when you talk to me now, I'm like, yo, you talk to my people will talk to your people. And even if I say like, yeah, man, that could pass, the man will be like, nah, Booka. Nah, that ain't how it goes. You check what I mean? So yeah, it's a real thing now. I have to wear that right now, so it gotta make sense, you know.
That's what's up. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. We got a segment that I'd like to introduce, right? We got a segment. So basically the segment is called hold up. Segment is called What Going On, yeah.
Okay. All right. I like this. I like this close. Like if I could get this on my platform, God, them man would not. I gonna have to ask you how you doing this. I am intrigued by this. I love this.
I knew you would like it.
I never been on this like this, so I don't know what.
I knew you would like it. What going on, yeah? So please, I'm gonna play a clip. I pulled a few clips from some of your more popular videos. All of them really popular, but can you tell us what going on, yeah? Please.
Okay.
I think this is Bukanisha. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say, because it's gonna be on the media by tomorrow or whatever. But guess what? I get fired from Kmart tonight because I teach somebody the cash register. But guess what? I good because my man is a drug dealer, and that's all I have to say. And me care. Boom.
I get fired because I thief money on the cash register. You never heard nobody from home get fired from Plaza or whoever they work because the man thief money. The bank. Yeah, so I just get ahead of the wave and telling her, you like, they're gonna be all there, so I'm making her life.
So that girl knows she was going on consortium. She tried to kind of get in front of it.
People don't do stuff like that. They don't make stats. Everything I don't make, it come from the book. I don't watch the book and be like, that is a video right there. And when are you arguing and are you stats? What kind of comment section? Intriguing. tell me more. Like, that's what I do. So then I just make. That's why when people see them, they don't share them, and you don't see the girl say stuff like this, say, "Mama, who they say remind you of?"
Yeah,
Because it come
yeah.
from the stuff, but I ain't saying no names, because nobody gonna sue me. You check. Nobody gonna sue me. So
You know, I don't know if you've done
Is
the
that
video,
bun
but
on the
what you do
side
to
of the head?
yes,
mm.
yes.
So the body is
What's
not
that book, Anisha,
it ain't
man?
stick on it. You know what I do? I don't balance it. I
What?
don't edit it
With
or
what?
nothing. So the bun, if I have the bun right here, if I have it, it'll just take off and go on, take off and go on. So then what I do? Why tell you I don't have nothing to edit? So what you do, right? I put it on and I be like, all right. So if you really look at the video, my head gotta be kind of little tilt a little bit, and I just do the video on top. I just record it, and then when I done stop it, boom, I upload it. Ain't no editing or nothing, my boys. One take. That's just it.
Wow.
There ain't no abracadabra. All I did say what you have here, me and none of that. It's just a phone that
Hey,
just how
you
you
heard it
record
here
a video.
first.
Yeah,
Freestyle
that's
King,
it.
listen. You heard it here first.
Yeah, people
One
don't be
take
saying like
king.
it's glue on and stuff like that. It'll be like, the man crazy. It's just one of them bun where I used to take off. You used to have a clip inside where you were supposed to shove it in your real hair. But then I just take out the clip and then I just balance it. And when I put it on top, I just leave it there and I just record the video. It ain't glue on to nothing.
So that was one take. You didn't practice balancing it or nothing?
Well, you know the first thing, but now I know how to do it. So like even like when I moving and stuff like that, it's like I'm moving but not really moving. I just balancing it. Like when you don't have me, boy, when you're from the board now, you don't come up with a lot of
You
ways how
make
to
do.
survive. Like whopper, I don't do homework in the dark and them type of thing. Yeah, you got to survive, me boy. What? You
Facts.
got to survive.
Can you
But
tell
then,
us what going on here?
everybody out there asking me, like, Bukanisha, how you to wrap your hair for the storm? Bukanisha, the storm coming, what to do? I know a lot of people out there, a lot of people asking me, like, how I to wrap my hair for the storm. Pretty simple. I can show you 2 storm tips. I don't want to stay for a long time because I live on 7C, and you know how that'll go. So, if you're in the Virgin Islands right now and you know the storm coming, it might come tonight. I don't know if you're working late or whatever, but the storm is coming, and I know a lot of time probably saying, "Oh my gosh, I wonder how I should wrap my hair tonight. I wish Bukanisha would go live." Well, have no fear. Bukanisha is here. I can just show you like 2 simple do-ups what to do for the storm, because I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh my gosh, after the storm, Bukanisha, how come your hair looks so good? Bukanisha, how come your hair looks so good while the storm is going on?" Just simple, because I'm flawless.
Like that, when I get up, like even that door simple thing, that was not in it. But I just like, oh, this ain't gonna sound good. Like when I started, I making everything in my head, and I just like, okay, all right. It's
Hey,
not.
me ain't gonna lie. That have no fear book. Anisha is here. That fuck sweet me, baby.
But
That
that's
fuck had me dying.
that's that girl, the man being around them girl and stuff like that. They don't make up stuff and but like. So it's just yeah, we want kind something. You just you mix it, but yeah.
Who tell Bukanisha her hair was good? I just need to know. Oh, I'm falling up your head. Oh, that's not your people.
Hey,
Bukanisha don't have them like you like no papi showing, and that's not your people.
hey, but
That hair brush
Hey.
so much, and listen, the way you moving that hair out your eye.
hey, you know what the video when I talking about my hair go long? Like where is that? I don't be like my hair get longer from the last time, the same wig, the same wig. Man, I
Hey,
tell you, man, but
what
hey,
you was
And
wearing,
the
my
way how
boy?
that thing
What
turn and
was
you
that? That plastic? What was
that
you
was
in, bro?
it was actually
okay,
raining up
the
here in
pancho.
Tampa. Yeah, my Kelly had one of them. They like to buy them little thing from the dollar store. You know when we put up, she always
Hey,
buy the stuff for the car and think, oh baby, we gonna need this when we getting out the car. I be like, when will we wear that? So she had wear hers and hang it up. So I had to grab it when I was walking out to make the video. I was like, yeah, they said we're going to be on. I was just going to wear the white pizza. But I just grab it. Once I said going to make
hey.
a video, my mind was just being in this creative state, and like all up until I press record, and it'll just be looking at stuff like, yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. It'll just be honest, but Honest,
That
but
thing
those
I
the
look like a
concept
shower
we got.
curtain with a hoodie. That
Yeah.
that was nice. I get one more wagga in here.
Yeah.
Please. This is one of the more popular ones. If DJ Yasa in the comments, this is one of his favorites. Please tell us what's going on here.
We here again on the pad with family. You don't know. We have here one of the greatest artists I would say on the island. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm here with family. Redman cousin, Kyle cousin, you don't know ghetto youth from the ghettos. And we here now. All of this come from the ghettos, family, my family, your family, Virgin Islands family.
Them stifle the music and we know that. But Rastafari message couldn't hold back. We use the music to go live back.
Yeah, that's what that was about. So yeah, my
Wait,
Kelly
you were
is the one
talking this
thing.
whole time?
Yeah,
You weren't
I think
talking the whole time, man.
I
The
got a
mic, the mute when the video playing, my boy. The mic, the mute. You should have got a prompt.
I
And I
wasn't
apologize.
talking. I wasn't talking the whole time. Nah, I ain't.
what was going on in that video?
Well, I was saying that's when Caribbean Currency had dropped the pressure interview. So then
Mhm.
actually my kitty had some hair. So what she cause one time we had used that hair for Rancho. Cause you know Rancho have the bed. So then that one I had to kind of like use a rubber band so it could get a little thing down. But then my Kelly split it open and then she do the wrap. And then yeah, so once I get a concept and stuff, like she's so accustomed to it now. She's like the wardrobe department. She don't look at her stuff them and be like, so all of the stuff to get a bed, because I was like, I don't just do the video. She like, nah, babes, you gotta get a bed. You gotta look authentic, and then that's all. So she don't handle all of that. And then I just watch the video like a bunch of times, like for a day, to get her personal
Dang.
like crazy words them. So when I imitate people, I don't have to unless it's the pumper, everybody else I don't gotta catch their stuff. So if you have played the other one when he was talking about Don Carleon, yeah, that's how I had get his voice and stuff and how he phrased stuff.
Hey, shout out Jesse Clark, eclectic acoustic guitar player
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
artist in his own right, doing it big, and he does films. So big up, Jesse. We would love to have you on the show as well, so we can have a conversation with you. But yeah, the videos are funny as hell. even if I hadn't watched the podcast, just watching that video, like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
what?
think yeah, the video I get a lot of what you call
He
views
like,
because
he like,
yeah, because what was happening too, I was trying to figure out a way, right, to get my reels them to get like out there. Because if I had do like a streak, it will go and unlock something else on the page, right? So then I used to just drop the videos, but if you realize, no, when I drop them, I do reels. So then I was like, you know what? I gonna do the one with the pressure, and that one day I get a bunch of views, and then Facebook will send me the thing and say like, you have unlocked this, blah blah blah. So
Yeah,
then I was,
yeah.
wow. So you just gotta pay attention, man. Just believe in yourself, dog. Like nothing will happen before your time, but you gotta stay ready. Yeah, stay ready, man. So that's what I think.
I want a Bokanisha shirt.
Oh, I actually have them on the website, bookacomedy.com. Head on over to the mod site,
Oh.
and you could get a shirt. You order it tonight, it will be there. I don't know when, but it's going to be there.
Otis says
separate
you
this
need to
is.
do a Badman Booker. I would love to see that from West. From West.
Well, you know, Blinko Dando kind of do the Westman and the Batman stuff them, So I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta see something happen, and then because in a sense I don't really want to push like that type of energy. I don't want to push
I
stuff
got
like
you.
yeah. Like what
Understood.
makes sense,
Understood.
Yeah. But yeah, I have
George
the website.
says,
So why I say like
go
I
ahead.
don't know how long it's going to take to get there because it's Virgin Island. So when you go on there, you're like I don't actually have to ship the shirt. So when you order it, they gonna make it, and then I get my split and they get their split. Like I tell you, everything's set up now. I used to have to go to the post office and mail out and thing, but now you order like how you don't order off a machine.
We need to talk
Big
about the
dog.
merch and shipping and all of that. We need to get into that. Big woof.
Yeah.
Venice Davis says it need to go on t-shirts. Have no fear, Bokanisha is here. Do you have
Okay.
those?
I have a Booka a nation shirt, but he ain't say that. But I will always look into like stuff. Whatever people tell me because it's there to buy shorts. So if somebody
Yeah.
comes to me and be like, okay, you know what, you should do pink shorts. I can do some pink shorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's the customers, you gotta listen to what they're saying. I ain't buying all of my stuff them. So if it makes sense and you say like, yeah, oh, you think you buy that? Yeah, you never know if somebody's gonna like it, but I look into that.
George says them videos had me dying, and it's how the man face serious too. Real acting talent.
Yeah.
That man want you do the governor. Is that a thing you would do?
Yeah, I don't do so much of the governor. Like I don't be calling them Govy, and he get a nickname from her. Like I don't even know if people don't even know that. Like when I used to make all the videos, and then now everybody just running with it like if they make it up. But yeah, that's
Oh,
way.
you
That's
bring
how
the
I have nickname.
Govy?
Yeah, because I used to do the videos on him, especially around the COVID time, and I used to be like, I the real Govy, give him that nickname, and then I meet him, and then he been on the platform also. But yeah, we locked in.
Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so he had no energy for you, like negative. Okay, he liked the videos then.
Yeah, because what happened, I went because remember when the page started to expand and have different type of people on it, social class and stuff. So I went to had lunch with one of my mentors. So then I was sitting down and this is another thing I want people to know too. When you want stuff in life, you got to ask for it. Now you could be sitting next to the person what could give you access, but you never ask it. So to the young people, that's just like a learning thing right there. So I went to have lunch with her, right? So of course she's a big dog, so she paid for everything. And so she was like, the governor to watch your videos and stuff. I was like, wow, the governor will be seeing my stuff down. So I said, yeah, I would love to talk to the governor one day. And then she said, well, you want to talk to the governor? And I said, yeah. And I can take off her cell phone and call him. And then I talked to him. And then there was like, well, he going back over St. Croix. So if you see that picture where I have on my IG, and then whoever to do his scheduling and stuff like that, they'll tell me where I had to be at whatever time. And then that's how that picture had come about. And then after that, when they were campaigning, I would try and game on the platform and the same conversation series. And I was trying because I didn't really know him. I just met him that one time, and then they end up trying to reach out to me to do something. And then I tell him, like, if you want me to do that, this is what I have going on. And then that's how he had come in the conversation. So it's just like in life, if you want stuff, you gotta ask for it, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
Otis has said you need to do a bad man booking. Booker. He said that's not really the vibes. He said you can use it positive king. So they want to see a bad man booker.
Something like that, eh? Like I would say, like, because I have ideas, but what I don't do is do enough to stay relevant. But what I want is the ability to have a studio and stuff like that. Because the ideas I have, if I could bring them stuff to life, like if I live in the BVI, I'd be done a global figure because if I see how they don't like support their people over there. Like when Brent had his comedy show, right? This man had sponsorship. This man had a whole camera. It was like you were in a comedy show in the States. You know what I mean? They're a rule different over there. So in the Virgin Islands in the US, but you don't got to fight for stuff. So I wait until I get a means or somebody give me the opportunity. But I have ideas, but some stuff you don't want to do it too quick. I want to wait till I get the big production and stuff like that.
It's
If I could do something like that, I would save that.
Venice Davis says the Raspots crew love a good t-shirt. We ready to rep Booka Comedy merch and support. So hit them with the website one more time.
Hey, Bookacomedy.com. BOOKACOMEDY.com. Yeah.
All right. Nisi, you got any other questions?
Right down there to the bottom of my name.
What happened?
It right by the name.
Yeah.
Like my name is Booka is to the bottom.
Bookacomedy.com.
Yeah.
You have any other questions, Nisi?
I always have questions. I'm a professional.
What's your next question?
No, I was just gonna ask, in terms of like your growth, I know you said like you got your business aligned this year, which is great. Congratulations on doing that. Do you have an idea what your next thing is you want to kind of tap into to build your brand, or you just kind of like waiting at certain things when opportunities present themselves and you'll jump on them?
Yeah. Well, right now, what we kind of like, me and the team pushing out is hostings, and I kind of getting ready to do like the stand-up portion of it. You know what I mean? So I want to, because I always wanted to do my first show back home, but I would try to do it when COVID was going on, and I kind of like I block it. So that's what we're trying to do now. But since I've like, home ain't really rocking with me like that, like I don't know why or whatever stuff that happened like that. So
Really?
what the team really said to do is just readjust, like, you know, like pivot. So they was like, look at like the states right there, like why are we trying to cater to home like that? Because if you don't see, they don't have comedy shows. Like I was the first one with that promoter where would try to do it to even like have a comedy show. And then when everybody see that it start happening, like put on your own show, everybody just putting on comedy shows now, and then they don't rock with it. But my mother always tell me, don't force yourself where you ain't welcome. So, because it's like, I know that man will see the stuff like that. Because half the stuff, the people that see on the flyer, I don't even know them.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, yo, how this man here get comedian? Like, I don't go looking for their pages. It don't have none. So if you book it them, and it'll just be weird to me.
Do you
Not
post
hating,
clips
but
and
just
stuff?
be, I'll just say like, I don't understand like how that happened.
Do you post clips and videos from your comedy shows and stuff like that? Your bookings?
No. Me actually have none of those yet. That's the next avenue. That's the next avenue.
Okay.
I didn't ever do no kind of like official stand up. I have material and stuff like that, but nah, the first one was supposed to be in the Virgin, and that never happened, bro. No, I just like readjusted and doing stuff more to the States. Because I was writing jokes for home, but now I have to change the concept.
So when you get bookings, what does the show look like?
Well, what stand up shows?
Yeah, like, so you have done stand-up shows?
No. I prepared myself
That's what
to
I'm
do it.
saying.
No, I ain't doing none yet, but that's what we gauging for now. So that
Yeah.
like 2
So
months
that's what
from
I'm
now,
asking. Like, when you get a booking, what is it that you're doing usually at
oh,
these
like
bookings?
mostly right now is hosting and stuff like that. Hosting. That's what we get most
Okay.
of the booking from. And also from the platform. I don't make stuff on the platform now because the segments, they used to be free, but now you don't have to pay a fee. Depends on what you want to. If you coming on and you're just motivating, inspiring, and educating, and you're a regular person, that's free. That gonna always be free. But if you're selling something or use a political
Yeah.
figure or something like that, yeah, you gotta pay. So you
That's
have
what's up.
different ways how to make money now. It's just yeah. So like I say, it's structured. So there's other streams of income.
How can people watching this reach out to you and book you and see what you're doing?
Well, most people they can always call my number 813-895-6764, or you could inbox anyone at the site. So if you meet somebody from the team, we'll get back to you, and then from there, you know, paperwork and stuff like that, what you want to do, and then if it's something we could do, then we move forward. If it ain't something I could do, I would say like, hey, I can't do that, the time frame or whatever. I think this person will be suitable or whatever. But I don't always try to recommend somebody else if I can.
Go ahead, Nisi. I know you had something.
You see how he just flexing
Uh-oh.
with his team. I love it. Not in that, like, I love it. I love
Yeah,
that
before that, I would have
you
said
have a
myself, but
team.
now I have a little team. Yeah.
I love it. I love that there's growth. I love that the push. What would you tell people who are trying to do content and feel like they're just not progressing? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them first thing before you do any content, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself, right? Because if you don't know yourself, like people might not believe this here, but if you don't know yourself and being on any public platforms, it could mess with your mental. Which I mean, a lot of people don't believe that could happen, but it could mess with your mental. Even the type of content you create. Because you gotta understand, right, too, you gotta be able to become it in a sense. You check what I mean? So you gotta be careful with like what you push out and what kind of energy, because you do something long enough, you're gonna start to become it. So definitely you gotta know yourself. But when you go there, I would just tell anybody, find your tribe. Like if they rocking what you're doing, you can't just change for them people because it's an audience. You find who rocking with you, what they want from you, and you keep producing that. You keep producing that. You keep advancing. You keep working on yourself. You keep like be honest with your limitations. Like okay, I doing this here. I want to do that. Here. Start to learn that. If that's the next level, while you're doing this good thing. So when they say stop, because as I get older and stuff like that, that's why I don't really make videos like that because I have the conversation, I have different streams and stuff like that. But when the videos were the main thing, that's all I was doing. But then as you get older and stuff like that, I can't be. My friends have their kids who don't watch my content. And the last time I was home, one of them tell me like, you gotta stop cussing in your videos because my daughter will be watching it. And if, when you cuss, and she was like, yeah. So then boom, that's why I don't cut off cussing and stuff like that. So certain content, like I don't know if you don't watch Trigger, like the dude who work for
Yeah.
Vivid. That's one of my boys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's younger than me. So the cussing and stuff he'll be doing, he have an audience for that. But what he trying
Yeah.
to do right now at my age and stuff, if I doing that, I gonna look stupid. Like I could do
I
them
get
type of jokes too, but that ain't where I'm at right now. I don't already elevate from that. So you just gotta know
Yeah. You
yourself
found your
and feel
niche.
well, yeah, find your tribe. What you try to do with your content. Just be yourself and it's
That's
gonna
what's
work.
up.
It ain't gonna happen overnight, you know. You gotta stay consistent. Like just give it time and it gonna start to work.
And I'll say something. You are. I thought that we were consistent with putting out content. You with your lives,
Mhm.
yo, I can't keep up with that. Like
Yeah.
you do what, a live or two a day?
Well, I don't do it more than that, but then that's what I tell you because you have the production. I realize it's just like a hustle for me. So if you got look at what other people doing and I trying to put content fast. So then I don't
Mm-hmm.
have no editing. So my thing is just the voice, the story. Even when I do
Mm-hmm.
the morning motivation, it's just to motivate you. I put on my camera, I just use the regular Facebook Live and then boom, I edit. I mean, I just edit, boom, it posts.
And you
Everybody could
post,
come
yeah.
and see that. So I don't have the production, but I got different type of portion and what you're trying to do. But then your setup is completely different. You know what I mean?
But
So
there's nothing wrong with the way you're doing it. There's nothing wrong with how we're doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Just to be clear, you know what I'm saying? What you vibe with and how your audience accepts you, that's what matters. Cause we don't edit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like not necessarily. I make clips and I do little stuff like that. But as far as editing, I don't
Mhm.
have time to spend an
Yeah.
hour or two editing. Like if you do an
Mhm.
hour live, that's 3 hours of editing, you know. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, that's big production. I definitely don't have the people to do it.
Yet.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nisi,
There you go.
I feel
There
like
you
Yes.
you
go.
know, hey, Nisi, hey, come on over to Booka Comedy, man. If you don't want somebody all
Wow.
up in your videos, if you don't want some,
Fuck wrong with this man. What the fuck I see? What is he doing? What is he doing? Let me bring him back. No man.
yo, this is too funny.
You good? You good?
Yo, like I was
Like
saying, you have a
you
good
forgot where you
situation
was
going
for a
on over
second,
there.
man.
Stay over
You
there, Nisi.
forgot where you was.
That's all I was saying. You didn't let me finish. Like,
What? No, 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 no,
hey,
no, no,
my
no.
boy, that
No,
was
man.
funny. So, my boy, I don't
You
know,
are a
one thing.
wild one for that one. Them is
Hey, I was trying to do my inner shook night, my son. Hey,
this man move on me like if I run the field or something. No, sir.
hey, that was quick. That was quick. You don't edit, but you know how to get somebody out there like quick, my son. The man sent me back to real quick. Like this is like more resource. Come here. Man, give me you are not the father movement, my son. How I end up in the bar? Hey, hey. I don't answer the question back here. I want me to answer them, buddy, because boy, they rough over here.
What? You know how
That was
hard it
funny.
is. Listen, me anyway. We got questions from the audience. Otis asked, "Why are you changing the concept from VI to the States?"
Because home don't rap with you. Who may rock with me? I can't be wasting my time. I 36. Why is that 4 more years like 40? Because it's like that's what I
That's a
say.
soundbite you want?
No, because listen to this, right? Like other Caribbean islands, like the BVI, when they having their carnival and stuff, people who don't watch the page will be like, yeah, Booka, this is what's going on. I in a meeting right now. You interested in hosting and stuff like that. So that's the BVI. So then if they could see what I'm doing and they're trying to include me in what they're doing, how you want to tell me like the board, I don't know what you're doing? Right? What you mean? These people are being in conversation, the commissioner this, the this and that, they know me. The people in the rooms, they know me, but you don't see me at no village thing or nothing like that. So you can't waste your time, man. It's US dollars a pair, it's US dollars over it. So go which one you love, and then when they come knocking on your door, then you give them a price. So I waste a lot of time trying to cater to home and like them on TV comedy shows, all you know. Like the place where the comedy shows the be held down at the Muse, I know him. He been on the conversation. You check what I mean? Like he know me. So then if you wanted to book me, I ain't have to find that. You got my number.
Let me give you the
Go ahead.
professional response to Booka's comment. What Booka is trying to imply is that he is from a Virgin Islander and he love his culture, but he's taking his content and his business where he's being appreciated. He would love to be a part of the Virgin Islands. So if you're interested in doing it, check bookacomedy.com. He's open to the conversations and he's willing to be a part of home. Okay? Link him. That's all he's trying to say.
My finger on the trigger. Say something crazy.
Say something crazy. Different, boy. I like what you did there, boy. I'm telling you, like right now, it's just like, yo, it gotta make sense.
My finger on the trigger, ready for you.
Ja, take your finger off the button, Ja. Take your finger off the button. He gone.
No, boy. I'm telling you, it just got make sense because at the end of the day, like I don't tell people all the time, right? If I make it on a big screen and stuff like that, I ain't gonna get up to run speech out.
When
that happen, I gonna be honest with the Johnny because it ain't gonna change unless somebody go up there and say the truth. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you see people trying to get someplace, you see them trying to help others along, and you're an assistant, and then when everybody make it, everybody saying they were kumbaya on the journey. That's not true. You know what I mean? So until somebody go up there and tell the truth, like, yeah, bro, them man not overlook you, and then that's what you're talking about. Like they could mess with your mentor because you trying to focus on helping your people, like doing comedy with your body and base. And when the man get thing, you see the man building people from here, there, even just to cover the carnival. Oh, build somebody from Trinidad to do the same thing. Me saying you got get me, you have to go up. You have different podcasts and stuff. What could cover any island carnival we have within the body, and none of us don't get no type of opportunities. After a while, man, you just gotta do what makes sense. It's just how it is. I just don't know how to sugarcoat, but that's what'll be going on.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Raspots Catering says, agreed. You consistently put out content, Booka. The both of y'all put out content consistently based on your following, and it works. I can attest. Nisi, I won't speak for her, but I can attest that it does sometimes seem like you get overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Because I've said in the past that we're the most known unknown podcast, right? Because when I go home, I get a lot of love. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
like people will just come out of nowhere and like, hey, say there, friends, I love your topics. Did you share the stuff though? But you know what I'm saying? Did you comment on it? Did you like it? Did you do anything that might get other people to see it? No. You won't even, I can't even see you on the page for real because for whatever reason. But then like you will share people like you've never met, do not know who you are or care.
That's a good point. Like I see people like, no, you bring up that point, right? I have seen people, right, come on my page and tell my gift wearing wigs. And then man go over a major high page and watch a whole man dressing up. This man wear dress every heck, And then man used to be like, oh yeah, Booka, you gay. But over there, them man laughing and sharing that.
It's cool though.
You don't get discouraged, my boy. You don't be like, wow, that's what's going on. It deeper than just, man, I ain't rocking with you. After a while, you don't gotta believe what people tell you. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, that's home. Nah, believe what your eyes them seeing. Yeah, so I just where at with it, man.
On a positive note, what would you like to
I wasn't
say
gonna
to,
sing.
to go ahead, go ahead. You do it better.
No, I was gonna say on a positive note too. Go ahead.
On a positive note, you are doing big things. You're doing big numbers. People see you. People see
Mm.
what you're doing, and regardless if they acknowledge it or not, I think that you're gonna be like you gonna go down in history for real as one of the big names. You and me had talked when we had the Raspots cooking show. Big up Raspots, Otis, and the
Mm.
whole team. We had talked about what you would like to do, and you said me and you will be good for it. I don't know if you say that to everybody you meet, but
No,
you had an idea.
you
You
talking
remember
about
what I'm
the
talking
spot
about?
thing with the cooking stuff?
Yes, and you were saying, hey, you wanted to do something, and you think me and you would be good for it. Home, it's an event home. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, you have to refresh my memory. Which
All right,
event is that?
we could do that offline. Otis Swaby said, I forgot how to get your merch. Bookacomedy.com.
Yeah,
It's
scroll up
on
to
the
the
screen.
donation segment, or you could head on over to the March. But yeah, I know we are talking about so much stuff, man. So you know, just had to because I
It's
know
all
we
good.
talk about like artists doing the cooking thing, and we have like a cook off, and people pay a little thing to get in, and like the same thing we are doing in apartment. But I don't remember what. Oh,
Well,
you were
fuck it.
talking
We're
about
gonna speak it into existence.
the parade stuff,
The
like.
parade. Yes, we're
Oh,
gonna speak
okay,
it into
okay, yeah,
existence.
yeah. That's another thing too. I try to get into that, but it's a thing. But if we ever get an opportunity and I get in a room, I would be like, yeah. And also, I would want team difference. I would want Blake or Dan. And this is where I want my team to be. So yeah, yeah, that'll
That's
be a
what's up.
good concept. Like interviewing people for the parade. So Nisi, I don't know if you know be in the parades and stuff, but say you come up with remedy or what a troop them over the call regal or something. And then we're gonna be like, yeah, what's going on today? Blah blah blah. And you're gonna be like, stuff like that. And we're gonna be having a mic. So I wanted to do a parade road. So maybe somebody gonna see this and get us
Exactly.
That's
in.
cool.
Yeah.
So whoever's watching this live right now, go ahead and share the live. People need to see it. And if whoever is watching right now, you heard it here first, Booka would love to host the parade and do interviews, live interviews. Give people a chance. Give your people a chance that's doing big things, man.
Mhm.
Final words. What are your final words that you'd like to leave the viewers with? Guest goes
Mm.
first.
Wow. Dang. Wow. I can't believe we come to the end. I was enjoying this. But the final words, like I will tell anybody, I will just tell anybody out there, man, like you gotta build a life you want. And Rome wasn't built in a day. It sounds cliche or whatever, but anything you want to do in life, you gotta just give it time. Time to develop, time to evolve, time to grow, time to advance. Like even if you have the perfect plan, the team around you, you're not gonna open a restaurant, you're not gonna start a journey, you're not gonna start no type of business, and you just make $1 million one time. You gotta go on a little journey. You gotta be in it for the right reasons, man. And just keep dreaming. Anything you want to become, you could become. Once you put your mind to it. And I mean anything you want to become. Anything. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Nice. Thank you for that. Nisi, what are your final words?
My final words are, Booka, thanks for coming on the show. It was very
Yeah.
informative for me. Honestly, I've seen your skits, I watched your content before, but to actually have a real conversation with you versus you doing it with other people was very insightful for me. So I appreciate it.
Okay.
But just and then um it's all good. But thanks for being on. We appreciate you so much.
All right. So for me, I got a couple announcements before my final words. So first
Okay.
thing, same difference and Friends 2 is still going on. Tickets, they start at $22 and you can get tickets to both days. It is a 2-day event. You have me. I'll be hosting, of course. And then we got the People's Champ. Nisi will be moderating both days.
What else, Nisi? Nisi, you look different in that picture, man. God, you don't look different every time. God, you got 10. You got 10 out
Hey, hey, talk to him. We have
that?
Raven Scott, everybody's favorite mainlander. She's coming all the way from Michigan to talk about love, sex, relationships, and dating, marriage, and everything in between. We got Dan Moody, the messy dude from Facebook. He coming from St. Thomas. He gonna show up on stage and we're gonna talk about it. We got Marcus, host of Gentleman Style Podcast. He's coming true. He calls himself the Love Doctor. We're gonna see. We got DJ SI, my co-worker over at 101.3 Row FM. He'll be in there. He has great perspectives. And if you love my voice, you'll love his too. Come through and watch, listen, engage. We have question and answer. We have food, music, vibes. We got Moko Jumbis. We got pyrotechnics. We got everything you need for $22. All right, come true. And that is on September 27th. And that is a live podcast show. September 28th, we have a multi-generational town hall. We have people like Saida Carter, Gary Norman, Positive Nelson, Genevieve Whitaker, former senator. We have Diane Prosper. She's a current senatorial candidate, and more. Come true. Next announcement.
You don't think about me.
So anyway, a somber moment. So currently, I don't know if you've seen, but we have a GoFundMe going for this young man, Aaron Brewer. He's currently going through his 4th or 5th round of treatments for leukemia.
Damn.
He proposed to his fiancée in the hospital a couple weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So he's newly engaged. We just got the news that this will be the last attempt at treatment, and after that, we know what comes next. We're currently accepting GoFundMe donations. I'm not trying to, tug at your heartstrings. This is real. If you feel the need to donate, the GoFundMe is in the comments. Go ahead and donate there. We appreciate any and everything that you can do. Lastly, for me, my final words, like Booka was saying, really stay true to yourself. We have a bunch of copycats and people that are not original, and they'll do something just because they see other people doing it. But what people don't show you is the work behind it. Staying consistent is the number one thing that leads to success. And I say it because a year ago, nobody knew who we were. So I could say that. They know us now, though. So if you stay consistent, then whatever you're trying to do, you can do that. Trust me, I'm telling you, if you start now, a year from now, you won't recognize where you were. Because the change will be so drastic a year from now, you could look back and say, damn, I'm glad I did it. So start now, you'll thank yourself later. That's what I gotta say. And every Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m., you can't get enough of seeing difference. Tap in with me and the People's Champ Nisi on 101.3 Row FM on a different day with John Nisi. All right, that's it, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Good, man. Me like this was good. I got good chemistry and everything, man. This was definitely a good chat.
Appreciate you. Maybe you should watch more often.
Thank you.
So this gonna be on our page right now, so I could share it up.
Of course. All right. Y'all have a good day.
You gotta invite me so I could get a picture for the shot of the day tomorrow.
I thought you were gonna stalk her page.
But yeah, I don't know her name. I don't know her real name to find it. So I tell her to invite me.
That's by design, sir. That's by design. She did that on purpose.
That's why I'm telling her to invite me, and then I gonna know who she is so I could go look for a picture.
John gonna send you a picture, don't worry.
Will you use a top secret agent or something like so we can
That's
no,
Booka.
I don't know. No, I could send it to you, not a problem.
And I'm Ja. This has been Same Difference. Y'all have a good day. We love you. Good night. Next time.